Good morning, Walker Valley, and welcome back to The Spill. My name is Dana Cadonez.
And my name is Thomas Robinson. Today we'll be talking about NASA yet again, Blake Shelton leaving The Voice, and National Principal Month. All that and more on today's episode of The Spill.
I say y'all having a good time out there.
What is up, Walker Valley? I'll be your host for this semester, Lily Cruz Rogers. Oh, this behind me? It's a really cool studio. Welcome to The Spill. Where have you guys been? Follow me. Gosh, there's more to see.
They can't, they won't, they never will stop the party. I say y'all having a good time out there. Yeah. Que nobody la fiesta, don't stop the party.
Shout out to my man E-Dog for making this all possible.
In the search for life beyond Earth, subsurface bodies of water in our outer solar system are some of the most important targets. That's why NASA is sending Europa Clipper spacecraft to Jupiter's moon. There's a strong evidence that under a thick crust of ice, the moon harbors a global ocean that could potentially be habitable. The more the scientists study about the water that Europa may be holding, the better prepared they will be when looking in the future.
President Biden had an interview on CNN News and sent a clear, chilling message to Russian President Vladimir Putin about the disastrous consequences of using nuclear weapons in the war in Ukraine. He stressed that a tactical device could be small enough to destroy an airbase or large enough to reduce a city to ruins.
In Coalinga, California, water supply is expected to run out in 2 months. The residents of the sun-scorched city feel California's endless drought when the dust lifts off the brown hills and flings grit into the living rooms. Some residents have begun stockpiling 5-gallon water jugs in their homes, while many expect major spikes in their water bills.
Country music artist Blake Shelton has announced his departure from The Voice. Shelton announced he'll be leaving the show after the 23rd season. Blake Shelton has become synonymous with the show after he's appeared on every single season as a judge since the show premiered. Shelton thanked the show for changing his life in such a positive way, but he's been wrestling with this decision for a while and it's time to step away. This came as a shock to most fans of The Voice and the singer himself, but most are excited to see the new adventure he goes on once he officially leaves The Voice for good. Now under sports with Jake Schock.
What's up, One Valley? Welcome back to sports, and my name is Jake Shelton, and here's what's on tap for today. Today, in international sports, Cristiano Ronaldo scored his 700th goal versus Everton. The 37-year-old recorded his latest milestone 20 years and 2 days after his first ever club goal for Sporting Lisbon in the Portuguese Premier Liga in 2002. On to national sports, the NBA was about to wrap up its preseason and kick off next week with 76ers and Celtics and Lakers and Warriors. Some things to look forward to is the 4-time MVP LeBron James will try to pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and become the league's all-time leading scorer. Jason Tatum will try and redeem himself and the Celtics after losing the Warriors in 6 games in the finals. Stephen Curry will try and improve his case for being one of the greatest guards to ever play, and the team with the best odds of winning the finals is the Celtics. On to the NFL, Week 6 is about to kick off. All eyes will be on the Bills and the Chiefs this Sunday, and the Bills, after losing to the Chiefs in the divisional round, are having thoughts of revenge on their minds this year. QBs Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes are having MVP-level seasons, and both teams are heavy favorites in the AFC. So make sure to tune in. Kickoff is at 4:25 on CBS. In our Walker Valley sports news, today our football Mustangs take on the 5-2 McMinn County Cherokees in their 13th face-off. In those 13 times, the Mustangs have yet to be victorious, but as the season progresses and more players and coaches have record-breaking games, our odds of winning this game are looking better and better. A win in this game would lock in a minimum of 2 home playoff games as well as mark our first ever time being district champions. On the offensive side, McMinn averages around 38 yards receiving, while we tend to average 70. On the rushing side, they average 80 yards per game with senior running back Cody Thompson, while our leading rusher, junior Noah Jones, hits 47 yards per game typically. They are not much of a passing team with only 2 passing touchdowns and 607 total season passing yards from senior QB Caden Hester, compared to our quarterback Evan Schwartzel and his 11 touchdowns and 1,024 passing yards. It seems Hester prefers to rush the ball rather than throw it since he has a total of 12 rushing touchdowns. Lastly, on the defensive side, the person to watch on the Cherokees is senior Aiden Wilson, who averages 11.7 tackles per game, which directly rivals our very own Mr. Eli Denton, who has the exact same average. It's gearing up to be a showdown for the History Bucks Mustangs, so make sure to show up in your fishing gear because the student section theme is Gone Fishing. That's all for sports. My name is Jake Schalk, and now back to our anchors in the studio.
Several tornadoes and thunderstorm warnings have spread across Middle Tennessee after a series of severe storms have left damage on properties. According to Nashville Electric Service, there were about 2,122 outages in Nashville by Tuesday night. Residents of Middle Tennessee are advised to take shelter if presented with a possible tornado situation.
Blink-182 is making an anticipated return after announcing their new album and world tour. The rock band announced the new album and world tour Tuesday morning. Thankfully, for all of our local Blink-182 fans, concert dates include the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. The Tennessee performance is set for July 6th. If Blink-182 is someone you just have to see, tickets will go on sale later this week.
Our first ever Walker Valley Pink Out Tailgate is going to take place next Friday. This event is from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and is $5 per ticket. It will have cornhole, spike ball, and many other games, along with pizza, popcorn, pink lemonade, and possible catering. Best part is, all of it is included in your $5 ticket. Even better part, when you attend, you'll be entered into a drawing to win numerous prizes like 2 full-course meals at Aubrey's, Longhorn gift cards, Crumble gift certificates, and many more. The proceeds of this event will go to Chi Memorial Hospital's Mary Ellen Blotcher Breast Cancer Center, so make sure to show up and show your support and possibly make a real difference in somebody's life.
On today's episode of College Spotlight, we will be talking about Belmont University. Belmont is a small university in Nashville, Tennessee with a total of 8,012 students. They specialize in accounting, general business, ministry, and audiovisual productions. The average cost after age and scholarships is $30,000. They have a graduation rate of 72% and an acceptance rate of 83%. Fun fact, country music star Brad Paisley is a Belmont alumni. Overall, Belmont is a really great school with a really well-rounded program, so all of our students here should find something that interests them there. To find out more about Belmont, visit belmont.edu.com.
October is National Principals Month. We take this month to recognize the principals in our community who work to ensure Bradley County Schools is a successful environment for all students. This month, we thank our very own Walker Valley principals, Dr. Belt, Mr. Burrows, Mr. Ferguson, Mr. Gluckner, Mr. Hood, and Ms. Keir for their time and commitment here in the Valley to provide our student body with the very best learning environment possible.
Big news, Mustangs! The new ACT Summer Bash has officially been announced. This event will be an all-day event for sophomores and juniors that will include field day type activities, club involvement, and a lot of fun. However, to end this event, there are a couple things required. As you may have heard, on Tuesday, October 18th, sophomores and juniors will be taking the practice ACT, and seniors will be taking the real ACT. Upon completing the practice one, there will be problems assigned to you, and later, after completing those, you must retake the practice test. After doing all of these, you will be able to attend this next-level Walker Valley event. If you do not complete these, then you will be stuck inside on May 17th doing these prerequisites while all of your friends are outside having fun. So make sure to get started as soon as they're assigned to ensure your spot. Now on to weather with Noah Birdwell.
Today is October 14th, and today will be sunny with a 3% chance of precipitation with a high of 73 and a low of 46. On Saturday, it will be partly cloudy with a 2% chance of precipitation with a high of 79 and a low of 53. And on Sunday, it will be raining with a 40% chance of precipitation with a high of 73 and a low of 46. Today in Victoria Falls, Zimbabwe, it will be partly cloudy with a 0% chance of precipitation with a high of 99 and a low of 64. On Saturday, it will be partly cloudy with a 0% chance of precipitation again with a high of 101 and a low of 67. And on Sunday, it will be partly cloudy with a 0% chance of precipitation once again with a high of 100 and a low of 69. Now, back to our anchors in the studio.
That's all for today's episode of The Spill. My name is Danica Donez.
And my name is Thomas Robinson. Have a ferocious Friday, Walker Valley.
dale, disfruta.